how I made $10,915 in 2 weeks, so you can just copy me and copy exactly what I did. So that's what I'm going to be showing you in this video, right? Before we do that, let me just show you some results though. You can see here, you can see my results. I'll go ahead and refresh the page for you. There you go. In the past about 2 weeks, I've made 11,000 now. It's actually more, 11,000 in total revenue, and then I have another 13,000, which you can see here in pending revenue. So I know the video title was how I made $10,915 in 2 weeks. It's actually even more than that. It's equivalent to about 24,000 in the past 2 weeks. By the way, I'm only 17 years old. My name's Mark Vine. I live in Michigan, United States. I'm just a regular kid in my basement making money like this. And so I'm going to show you in this video, I'm going to take you through the whole steps. I'm going to show you the exact business model which I do. I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. And I'm going to show you every single step in detail so that you can just go and copy exactly what I'm doing and you can get those same results, right? And before we get into the video, I just want to say, if you've already clicked on this video, you're part of the 1%, right? Because most people, this video doesn't have a flashy thumbnail. It doesn't have flashy edits or anything like that. So if you've clicked on the video and you're still watching it now, you're part of that 1%, right? You're part of that 1% who have the attention span to watch this, who are willing to invest in themselves and want to change their lives, right? So I just want to say congratulations. Stick around to the end of this video because the sauce which I'm going to drop for you here is going to be insane, right? So these are just some more results. These results aren't even mine. This is a result of somebody else who I'm teaching this business model to. So this business model doesn't only work for me over here, it also works for other people who are making money with this business model. So I'm going to give you a little introduction, and then we'll talk specifically, and I'll show you step by step, every single step, exactly how I make money with this, right? But who is this business model for, right? Who does this business model apply to, right? It's for people who want to make $10,000 a month with just a phone and Wi-Fi, right? Because a lot of business models, they take a lot to start up, right? A lot of business models, you might need like a computer, or you might need a lot of money to start up. For example, if you're trying to do cryptocurrency, right? You don't just buy crypto for free. You have to pay for crypto, right? So that takes money to start up. Other business models, they take money, they take a lot of time, that kind of stuff, right? For this business model, all you need is just your phone and a Wi-Fi connection. That is it, right? All you need is just your phone, your cellular device, and a Wi-Fi connection. And I know, obviously, you have a Wi-Fi connection if you're watching this right now, and 99% chance you have a phone that works, right? So that's all you need is literally just a phone and a Wi-Fi connection, and you can make an insane amount with this business model. This is for people who don't have tons of experience in business, right? There's a lot of other business models which you need a lot of experience to start the business model, or you need a lot of capital and money to start up the business model. For this one, like I said, I only learned about this business model about a month ago, and I started it brand new in the first week ever of doing this business model. I made about $3,000 in my first week ever. I was completely new to this business model, right? So this is for people who don't have tons of experience, but they want to start making money right away. Okay. This is for people who also they don't have a huge audience, because a lot of business models, they require you to have a ton of followers and you have to have a big personal brand. For example, if you want to sell a course, right? That's a business model, selling a course. If you want to sell a course, you have to have a huge audience to sell the course to, right? This is a business model where you don't need a huge audience. And lastly, and most importantly, this is for people who have tried a ton of different business models. They've watched a ton of different YouTube videos on different business models in the past, but they just still haven't made money yet, right? I mean, think about how many videos you've watched online about the top 5 business models for 2023. This is the best side hustle to make 10K per month in 2024. How many of those videos have you watched, but you still haven't made money yet, right? Because I was in that same exact position as you were not too long ago, right? And I'm going to explain how I got to the point where I'm at right now, right? So people who have tried different business models, whether that's drop shipping, SMMA, growth operating, TikTok, YouTube automation, any of those, if you tried those or you've watched those and you don't think they'll work for you, or you've tried them and they haven't worked for you, this is the business model you need to do, right? So let me just explain a bit about what I mean when I say other business models, all right? You've probably, you know, you've probably learned about these other business models from people like, Andrew Tate or Luke Belmar, Iman Gadzhi, these popular gurus. There's a lot of them, which I can't even name right now. But, these popular gurus who are selling you courses and all the different kind of stuff, right? You've probably learned about these business models from them, right? Andrew Tate, what does he teach? He teaches people how to do drop shipping, right? That's why I put here on the previous one, drop shipping. But you tell me now, okay? This is why I say these gurus, they teach quote unquote fake business models, right? Because do you think that Andrew Tate is actually doing drop shipping himself, right? He'll teach you drop shipping, right? You pay him $50 a month to be in his online community course, whatever, and he'll give you courses. He'll teach you how to do drop shipping. But do you think Andrew Tate himself is actually doing drop shipping? Do you think, the top G, Andrew Tate, this really famous guy with hundreds of millions of dollars, and he has Bugattis and all this stuff, do you think he is actually going onto his computer, setting up a Shopify store, and running Facebook ads to do drop shipping? Obviously, Andrew Tate with his hundreds of millions of dollars is not actually setting up a Shopify store and doing drop shipping. You want to know how he's actually making his money? He's making his money selling you a course, right? Same with Luke Belmar, same with Iman Gotchi. I mean, Iman Gotchi literally got exposed for this, right? Iman Gotchi always tells you that, the best business model which you need to do is running a SMMA agency, a social media marketing agency. But Iman Gotchi doesn't even have an SMMA agency himself, right? He doesn't even have one himself. And he also got exposed for the ones in the past because he used to say, oh, I made millions of dollars from my SMMA agency. He actually got exposed because people looked up all the official documents online. He made like $50,000 from his agency, and he had to shut it down because it wasn't even profitable, right? You may think 50,000 is a lot. It's not when he says that he made millions and millions from it, right? Same with Luke Belmar, right? All these gurus, they teach you these business models, but they don't even do these business models themselves because they don't work. Okay, so this is the important thing you have to understand. The reason that you haven't made money online yet, and the reason that you've watched all these videos and you've tried these different business models, but you still haven't made money online yet, the reason is because you're doing the wrong business model. It's not your fault. Trust me, it is not your fault that you're not making money. The problem and the reason why you're not making money is not because of you. It's not because you did something wrong or you were too lazy or you weren't smart enough. It's nothing like that, right? Anybody can make money online. You just have to find the right business model. That's the most important step. But this is why I'm telling you guys, if you listen to these guys, Andrew Tate, Godshi, all these gurus online, if you listen to these guys, you're never actually going to make money. Why? Because these guys tell you the wrong business model to do, right? They're not being transparent with you. They're not telling you the actual business model you should do to make money, right? Because they don't even do it themselves. If it did make money, they would do it themselves, right? Now me, right? The business model which I'm going to show you today, it's not only work for me, all right? The business model which I'm going to show you today, it's a business model that works. And the proof of that is that I do it, right? I actually do this business model. I actually make money from this business model. And the business model not only works for me, right? It's not only made me thousands and thousands of dollars like I've showed you. It also works for hundreds of other people, right? And these are some students which I have, which I teach them how to do this business model. And these are people who watch my videos who get these results. Just look at them, right? $20,000 last month. I doubted this would work at first, but I simply followed the guide step by step. I knew I would make money as long as I worked hard. $2,000 within 1 month. 1K already this month. 13K on my first video. 3,000. You see people, $3,000 there. People are actually making money with this business model because it's a business model that works. It's a business model which I actually do, right? And so, I'm not like an Andrew Tate. I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't have a Bugatti and a Ferrari and a Mercedes and all this stuff, right? You know, but that's a good thing, right? And that's a good thing because it shows you the business model which I'm teaching you is one I actually do, one that actually works for me. I'm not like Andrew Tate where I'm teaching you how to do drop shipping, a business model which he doesn't even do himself, right? So what is this business model which I'm about to reveal to you? What does it actually require, right? It only requires three simple things, right? All you need is a phone, a Wi-Fi connection, and an Instagram page. That's all you need. I'm assuming if you're watching this, obviously you already have a Wi-Fi connection, so that's checked off. Anybody can create an Instagram page, and pretty much, literally everybody has a phone. Especially if you're watching this, 99% chance you have a phone. So that's it, right? That's all the requirements you need. It's not like drop shipping where you need a Shopify store and a Facebook ads account, and you need a landing page and a VSL and all this fancy, complicated stuff, right? All you need for this business model is a phone, a Wi-Fi connection, and Instagram page. That's it, and you can start making money, right? So let's talk about what this business model actually is. But before that, I'm just going to show you my journey, right? So this was me. This was me about a year ago, over here on the right, and about a year ago, I came home for summer break. I used to go to a boarding school, right? So it was summer break, you're done with school, and my parents are all like, okay, it's time for you. You need to get a job. You need to go start making money, all this kind of stuff, right? And I'll just admit it, right? I was kind of lazy, okay? I'll be completely honest. I was kind of lazy. I was like, because the job I had with the previous summer, I had to pick weeds and like farm somebody's garden basically. And I was getting a little bit lazy. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna go back and pick weeds and that's a horrible job. That sucks so much, all this kind of stuff, right? So I was like, you know what? I need to find a way to make money online. I need to find a way to make money online, right? And this was the time, this was the same summer that Andrew Tate was blowing up, right? This was the summer of 2022, right? So, or sorry, 2023. Yeah, so this was the summer that Andrew Tate was blowing up. He was all over our FYPs and our TikTok pages and all this stuff. So I would just be scrolling and I'd see like hundreds of his videos every day, right? So I was like, okay, I can actually make money online, right? I can escape the matrix, as he says, right? I can make money online, and then I don't have to go get that job and pick weeds, or my parents were gonna either make me go work at a McDonald's or go make me pick weeds like I did the previous summer. So I was like, I gotta find something different. I gotta make money online somehow, right? So I started looking. Andrew Tate, he interested me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this guy. I'm gonna learn how to make money, right? So I started out. I started out with drop shipping. I tried drop shipping, and I actually even joined Andrew Tate's university, right? At the time, it was called Hustlers University. Now it's called The Real World. I joined that for like 2 months. I tried drop shipping. I followed every single step in the videos which he laid out, and I made about $150 in sales in 2 months. But then I also spent about 300 on Facebook ads to even get those sales. So I lost money doing drop shipping. I tried YouTube automation. I actually experienced some success with YouTube automation. Me and another guy, we did some YouTube automation. We made some pretty decent money from it, a couple $100 at the time. It wasn't too bad, right? But it wasn't anything which was really gonna, make me enough money so I wouldn't have to go and get that job. So I was like, okay, I need to do something else. The other thing with YouTube automation is the amount of time you spend with it and how much you have to edit videos. And it was incredibly saturated. It's incredibly hard to succeed in YouTube automation now. Okay, so what was next, right? I tried SMMA. I tried a marketing agency, right? I reached out to different companies nearby and said, you know what? Hey, pay me $2,000 a month and I'll do all your Facebook ads for you. I'll advertise and I'll take care of all your social media, right? I tried that. Again, it didn't work, right? I lost money with the Facebook ads, which I made for those, and all the time that I spent doing the calls, right? And I tried, SaaS software as a service. I tried a bunch of other business models. I learned them mostly from Andrew Tate, right? And now I've come to the realization the problem was not with me. The problem wasn't that I was lazy, right? When I was working online, I was working hard on these business models. I was working hard on my dropshipping store. The problem wasn't that I was lazy or that I was too stupid to make money online or anything like that, right? The problem was I was just simply doing the wrong business model, right? And the proof of that is as soon as I switched my business models to a profitable one, instantly I was making money just like that, right? And look at where I'm at right now, right? So this was me about a year ago, trying all these different business models. And then this is me now on this new business model, right? And not to boast or anything like that, may all the glory go to God, right? I'm just a humble guy trying to make money and provide for people around me. But now I've achieved financial freedom, right? Now when I buy something, I don't even look at the price, unless it's like a car or something. Obviously, I look at the price then. But I've been able to buy my own dream car at the age of 17 years old. This is a Jaguar F-Type, which I recently bought. I just got it last week. I'm able to make about $5,000 to $10,000 a week now, and I'm able to do something I enjoy, right? I'm able to, with this business model, I'm able to do it from wherever I want, however I want. I'm able to work on my own time, all that different kind of stuff, right? All I need, again, I don't even need this computer, right? This computer is honestly just for the picture. All I need is just a phone, right? That's all I need to run this business model. So that's just a little introduction. If you're still sticking to this video so far, good job on that. Make sure to watch to the end because now we're done with the introduction. I'm going to take you into detail on how I make my money with this, right? So what even is this business model, right? Straight up in 3 words, if I were to summarize this business model, what is it? And you've probably even somewhat seen it before. You just didn't know how people were making money from it. This business model is something called Instagram theme pages, right? It's really that simple. This is why I was saying to you earlier, all you need is just your phone a Wi-Fi connection, and an Instagram page, right? And you don't need a ton of followers, you don't need a ton of views, none of that. You can start a brand new page with 0 followers, and you can make $1,000 within your first month, just like that. And I'm going to show you proof of that now. Okay. So you've probably seen videos like this on your FYP before. You've probably scrolled and you've seen videos like this where it's just luxury clips, or maybe it's like a video of somebody talking with luxury clips, these kind of theme pages, right? So you probably don't know about it, right? But you're missing out on a huge opportunity, right? To make a ton of money with this business model, right? So a lot of people do this business model, but the people who do this business model, they do this business model wrong, okay? They don't make a ton of money from this business model. I do though, and I'll explain to you why I make money from this business model. But these people over here, they don't make so much money from this business model, right? It's because they're monetizing it in the wrong way, okay? So most people with an Instagram theme page, like I said, most people do it wrong. And that's because, okay, so Instagram themselves, they don't pay you for views on the platform. It's not like YouTube where you get like 1 million views and you get paid for how many views you get, right? You have to find another way to monetize your Instagram page, right? And this is why I make a ton of money and other people don't make a ton of money, because I found out about a secret strategy, a secret business model, which allows me to make an insane amount of money with my business model, right? So Instagram theme page, how do most people monetize a theme page, right? They do it in a few different ways, right? They may sell a course, right? So they'll sell like a digital course online, and they'll just make videos like this. They'll say, click the link in my bio, and then the people go there and they have to buy the course. So some people do it like that. Some people will sell like a preset or like information or something like that. So if you don't know what a preset is just like the settings for the video to make the video look the way it does. So it's like, okay, put your brightness to this, put the saturation to this, put the contrast to this. That's what a preset is. It's like, okay, if you want your videos to look like mine, then go buy the preset, link in bio. You can download it there. Or maybe they'll do drop shipping. They'll sell a physical product. I've seen a lot of Instagram pages where they're like Instagram theme pages around pets, and they'll sell like pet products, that kind of stuff. So there's a few different ways you can monetize an Instagram page, right? But these ways of monetizing an Instagram page are not going to make you a lot of money. You have to monetize your Instagram page in the way which I do, which I'm going to reveal to you in a second, okay? I've got a secret business model in the way which I monetize my page, which people don't know about, right? But I'm going to be revealing it to you now so you can take advantage of this. So that's how most people monetize it. That's not how you want to monetize it, right? And the reason you don't want to monetize it is because it has a lot of problems with monetizing it like this. The first and most obvious one is that you have to actually sell people something, right? And so in order for you to make money, people have to actually give you their money, okay? Pretty simple, right? It's not a mind-blowing concept, but for you to make money, people have to give you their money for you to get the money from them, right? And so this has very low conversion rates. And the reason this has let's go back. The reason that this has very low conversion rates is because imagine you're just randomly scrolling on Instagram and you see one of these videos like this, for example. You see this video and it's like, buy the course, the link in my bio, and I'll teach you how to make money, for example. Okay. The reason that that has low conversion rates is because this is just a random video that you've seen on your For You page, right? Think about all the hundreds and hundreds and thousands of videos which you've seen while you've just scrolled through Instagram just in the past week, right? You forget all those videos, right? So just getting someone to buy a digital product from you just from a short 15-second video is incredibly hard because they have to actually give you their money. So you may even get them to click on the link in the bio, but they're not going to actually buy it from you because they don't even know who you are. You're just a random video which popped up on their For You page. They've probably already forgotten about what your video was, right? So that's why you want to avoid actually, selling people something, right? You need to find a way to make money from your Instagram page where you can make money without people having to pay you. And that's what I've done for you, right? I found out what the secret business model is, right? And I found it out for you, and I'm going to show you here, okay? This secret business model where you can make money from people without them having to pay you, what is it? It's a newsletter, okay? It's a newsletter, and it's on this platform here called Beehive, right? I know you may be a little confused, right? I know this might be a little new to you, a little confusing. Just stick with me. I'm going to explain this all, okay? So the good thing about this newsletter business model, which I've come up with, is that on a newsletter, you can make money per person that signs up without them having to pay you, okay? So just think about that. You get people to sign up to your newsletter, and you make money just by them signing up, and they sign up for free, right? So they sign up for free, but you still make money just by them signing up. They don't have to pay you, nothing like that, right? And the good thing about that is you get insanely high conversion rates, right? Pretty much everybody who watches or likes your video are going to go and sign up for your newsletter because it's absolutely free, right? And so I know this may be a little confusing. It's like, oh, where does the money come from? I'm going to explain that right now, okay? So on your newsletter, all right, so this may be confusing to you. You're like, okay, how do I make money per sign up, right? And here's how you do it. So other newsletters, so you have your newsletter over here, and other newsletters will pay you to essentially like promote their newsletter. Okay, so you have your newsletter here, right? This is the newsletter. This is your own individual newsletter, and people will go into your page and they'll sign up to your newsletter page. Okay, they'll go here, they'll enter their email. They don't have to pay anything. Okay, they just enter their email, and then they click subscribe. And once they click subscribe, they'll get a pop-up which looks like this. Okay, a pop-up which looks like this after they click subscribe. And this pop-up has a list of other emails, as you can see here. And these other emails, the people who sign up for yours, they can click this little check mark right here and sign up for these other newsletters. And when they sign up for these other newsletters, these newsletters will pay you for getting somebody to sign up for theirs as well. Okay, so let me show you a live example of that real quick. Okay, so this is a live example, right? Just so you can understand it a little bit better. So let's say, for example, this is your newsletter. So you put this link in your bio or whatever, right? And I'll show you how to actually get people to sign up as well. It's incredibly easy. But this is your newsletter here, right? And so people go here, they click on the website, whatever, they get to this page. Okay, so this is your newsletter. This is your individual newsletter. So you have your newsletter over here, and then you have other newsletters over here, right? So you have a newsletter, this other person over here has a newsletter. So let's say, right, you sign up for a newsletter. Okay, so someone comes here, they signs up for your newsletter. I'm just going to put a random spam email. Let's just go random thing, just as an example, right? Gmail.com. Okay, so this is the newsletter. So they click this, right? Imagine I'm, someone who came from your Instagram videos. I'm coming to your newsletter and signing up. I click subscribe. This is your newsletter. So I'm subscribing to your newsletter. And when I click subscribe here, just look at it, there will be a pop-up which looks like this. Okay. When I subscribe, there's a pop-up which looks like this. And you can see here, this pop-up has a list of other newsletters right here. Okay, so here you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other newsletters. Okay, now each of these newsletters are individual newsletters. So you had your own newsletter, and then there's other people with newsletters, and these other people with newsletters, they want people to sign up for their newsletter, and so they'll pay you to get people to sign up for their newsletter. Okay, so when people come here and they click the check mark here and they decide to sign up for this one as well, they click the check mark here or here, however it is. When they come and sign up for this one, what happens is this newsletter will pay you, for example, $2 for every person that comes here. They click sign up, the check mark, and then they click try it out. Okay, so let's just think about it for a second. Okay, there's 5 newsletters here. Okay, 5 individual different newsletters. Each one will pay you on average about $2 per person that you get to sign up. So $2, and there's 5 of them. So imagine all you have to do, you just have to get 1,000 people to come and sign up for your newsletter, and you're making $10 per person. So all you have to do to make $10,000 a month with this business model is just get 1,000 people to sign up for your newsletter. And then they click try it out. They click try it out. And then boom, you make the money. And that's why this business model is so incredibly effective. It's so incredibly effective because these people who are signing up for your newsletter, they don't even have to pay you, right? They don't even have to pay you. They sign up for free and you still make money from them. And they're just signing up for absolutely free, right? That is what's so powerful about this business model. Okay, I hope that made sense. If that didn't make sense, again, you can just ask me any questions you have in the comments below. I go and reply to every single comment. So you can just ask me whatever comments you have or questions you have in the comment section. I'll go ahead and answer them all. But that's essentially how you make money. You get people to sign up for your newsletter, and when they sign up for yours, you recommend other newsletters. So you can do 5. And when they sign up for these other newsletters that you recommend, these newsletters that you recommended to them will pay you for every single person that signs up. Okay, so that's how you're going to make money with this. And like I was saying earlier, the pros of this is that people don't have to pay you, but you still make money from them. You want to find a business model like this where you can still make money from people without them having to pay you, because you're going to get insanely high conversion rates. Okay. Let's say you're selling a digital product for $9, for example. Let's say that, you post a video and there's 10,000 people who are interested in learning, right? So you offer them like a free guide or something like that, or like a course. You're selling them a $9 course. Out of the 10,000 people who are interested and they see your video, out of 10,000 people, you might get like 20 or 30 people who actually buy the product. Not even that. It's way less than that. It's like you might get like 50 people who actually buy the product. So you're making like $400. Whereas if you have a video which gets like, let's say 20,000 views, and out of those 20,000 views, 10,000 people are interested. Out of those 10,000 people who are interested, you'll get like 5,000 people who sign up to your newsletter. And if you get it all sorted out correctly, like I said, if you're making $10 per person that signs up, you can make $50,000 just by getting 5,000 people to sign up for your newsletter. And I'm going to show you, it's incredibly easy to get people to sign up to your newsletter. I'll show you an example of my Instagram page, how exactly I get people to sign up for my newsletter, right? And how I actually make money from it. So how do you actually get people to sign up to your newsletter? It's a 3-step process. Okay, this is how I do it, at least, right? And for you, it could be a 2-step process, right? You could just go from Instagram straight to the newsletter. If you haven't caught on by now, this logo right here is just the logo of the platform which we host, which you're going to host the newsletter on. So you could just go from Instagram and push them directly from Instagram to your newsletter, right? You could do it simply like that. But what I do is I use this thing right here called ManyChat. And ManyChat is an auto DMer, right? It's an auto DM bot. So essentially you say like, okay, if you comment this, you've probably seen these videos on Instagram where it's like, you know what, I'll give you this free guide if you comment this specific keyword under my video, right? If you comment this specific keyword. And so they comment this specific keyword and then they get an automatic DM which is sent to them. So you don't really have to do this. You could just have the Instagram and you could tell people like, click the link in my bio, for example, and then they'll click the link in the bio and they'll get sent right here. But I personally like it. I say comment this keyword and then I'll send you this. They comment the keyword, and then once they comment the keyword, this auto DM bot automatically sends them the link to my newsletter sign up page, and then they go and sign up to the newsletter sign up page. Pretty simple, right? So I'm going to actually show you an example now of my Instagram page and how this works for me. All right, so let's go. We're going to go part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm going to show you each step of the process, right? So let's go and look at my Instagram. Okay, so here's my Instagram. For some reason, my face is not showing on my camera, but hopefully that will get sorted out. But it doesn't really matter. Just watch the screen for now. But you can see here, right? This is my Instagram, and like I was saying earlier, you can do this with a faceless page. You don't even have to show your face, right? This is one of my pages here, okay? So you can see here it has quite a bit of followers. But like I was saying earlier, I'm going to show you examples. You don't need a ton of followers to make money, right? And these are the kind of videos I make. I'm going to show you an example here, right? Let's just watch the video. Okay, so you can see there, right? I make that video. And by the way, the video of Andrew Tate, I don't even make that myself. I just go and download already made videos of Andrew Tate. And then at the end, what I do is I tell them, okay, if you want access to all these courses, then what do you need to do? You need to read the caption. Okay, so they read the caption and it says, want access to $10,000 worth of courses for absolutely free. Just do these 3 steps. 1, follow me. Comment this specific keyword, right? I tell them to comment this keyword, and then I tell them to like the video. Step number 1 and step number 3 don't really matter. What matters is step number 2 right here, when I tell them to comment this specific keyword. Because what happens is they go down here, and as you can see from all the comments, they're all commenting this specific keyword, VU. And what happens is when they comment this specific keyword, they automatically get sent a DM, right? So let's actually just test it out. I'm not sure if it'll work on my laptop. But let's test it out and see if it will send me a DM here, right? So it should, right? Because it's all set up automatically, right? Okay, so you can see here, I commented the keyword and I should have got a DM, right? So I commented the keyword and automatically right there, you'll see I got a DM, right? It says, If you don't want to pay $49 for Hustlers University, then I got you, right? And it just has some text there, and it's like, okay, get updates. So they click on it. They click on this link right here, okay, and then it should take them to the link. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not working right now, but when they do click on this link, it takes them to the newsletter sign up page here where they enter their email and then I make the money, right? So that's basically the Instagram side of it, right? But you're probably a little discouraged. You can see all these videos here are, it's the same people doing a similar business model, but you can see here, all these videos they're faceless videos, and you don't have to have a ton of followers to do this, right? I'll show you guys some other people, right? These are some of my students who are making thousands of dollars already. And look at their page, only 130 followers, right? Look at this one. You can see these guys, they don't have a crazy amount of followers. They're still making a ton of money from it, right? So that's part one on the Instagram side, okay? So that's part one of it, right? That's part one is the Instagram part, right? Where you have to actually get the views on Instagram and stuff. And don't worry, I'll show you how you can get views on Instagram. So that's part one. And then you have part two here, where part two is, this is the auto DMer tool, which will send them an automatic DM. So it'll send them a DM, which will look something like this, right? You can see here, this is what the DM will look like here on the right-hand side. They get a DM sent to them like that. And then once they click on the link here, access free guides, they get sent to the newsletter sign up page, which I showed you guys earlier, right? So pretty simple. And I've already showed you guys, right? Once they click on the link, they get sent to the sign up page. They sign up on the sign up page, and then they once they sign up on the sign up page, they sign up for some other newsletters, and then I make money off of that, right? So let's go back here, right? So that's part one is the Instagram. You make the videos on Instagram, tell them to comment a specific keyword. They comment that specific keyword. This tool here called ManyChat will send them an automatic DM with, the link to your newsletter. That will send them to the newsletter sign up page where they will sign up for the newsletter, obviously, and sign up for some other newsletters you recommend. By the way, pretty much everybody who signs up for your newsletter will also sign up for ones which you recommend. It's like 90% of people who will do that, right? So then they go and sign up for another newsletter which you recommend. And then you get paid, right? So how do you get paid? I'm going to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes here, right? So this is the dashboard where you get paid. And there's other ways you can make money, right? You can run like ads. You can see here. I actually just did my first ad the other day. It's already made me about $1,200, as you can see there, in just one day. But this is the main way which you're going to do it. They call it boosts, by the way. So you're boosting other people's email lists. So this is the platform here where you're going to host your email list. You can see here, I've made 11,300 so far. This is just your revenue that you've made. I've also made another 13,000, which is going to get added to that. So about 24, 25 grand so far. And you're going to get paid here, right? So for every single person that signs up, you can see here, these are other newsletters which I recommend and which I boost, right? And you can see here, I got this many subscribers and that resulted in this much money. This is another one which I boost, this many subscribers, this much money, right? Another one, this is how much money I made, right? So that's where you can see right there, okay? That's how you're going to make money with this business model, right? And you can make insane amounts of money with this business model, right? So let's go back here to the slideshow. So how can you actually get started though? How can you do this business model yourself? I really just break it down into 4 simple steps, right? First, create your Instagram page and actually warm it up, right? When you create a new Instagram page, Instagram really looks out to see if you're like a legit human or you're a bot. So once you create your new Instagram page, just scroll around on it for a couple of days, warm it up, that kind of stuff. Start posting some videos, right? Gain some views on your videos, gain some traction, right? Then you connect your account to ManyChat, right? Pretty simple. I'll show you exactly how to do that. And then you just simply drive those people to your newsletter. Okay, simple as that. That's all you need to do, right? Create an Instagram page, start posting, connect your account to ManyChat, drive those people to your newsletter. Okay, it's simple as that. So that's how you can get started, right? And now I know a lot of you guys will be I know a lot of you guys will be a little bit discouraged, right? You'll be like, okay, so I have to gain views on Instagram. I have to get thousands of followers. Oh, that's going to take so long. No, you don't. You can get pretty much instant results with this, right? So these are some people, these are some of my students, which I teach this business model to, and they've blown up now. They've gotten like huge pages with tons of followers and views and stuff. But look at when they were first starting out, right? For example, this guy, Nihal, this is one of my students. His first video got 300 views, 200 views, 800 views, 500 views, and then bam, 8.9 thousand views. Literally just like that, right? This one right here, right? 200 views. This one got about 500 views, which is hidden right now. 200 views, and then bam, 10,000 views. This guy over here, Michael, on his first ever video, he got about 25,000 views. Now the video is at like 30,000 views, I believe, right? So you don't have to like build a huge account. You don't have to get a ton of followers. You can create a new faceless Instagram page and get 20,000 followers on your first ever post, or 20,000 views on your first ever post, and start making money right away like that, okay? And the sweet thing about this is on my main Instagram page with 200,000 followers, what I do is I go on my students' videos and I will post their videos onto my stories. And Instagram has this cool feature where every view which you get on your story, if it's reposting a reel, the views on your story automatically count to the views on their reel. So when I post their reel to my story, it basically boosts their reel. So it gets them a ton of views and then it boosts their reel into the algorithm and they start getting pushed. So when you do this business model as my student, you're pretty much guaranteed to succeed because I'll literally post your video onto my Instagram story and it'll get hundreds and thousands of views just from my Instagram story alone, right? Um, so that's essentially how the business model works. You can get insane results really quickly with this, right? So if you're actually serious, okay, if you're serious about transforming your life, like these guys right here who are making, $2,000 a month, $1,000 already within the first week. This person over here was making $1,000 a day. This person here made $4,000 in a week, almost $10,000 in a week. If you want to get these same results that so many of my other students get, and I get as well, right? If you're serious about this, I will teach you. Okay, I'll show you how I'll teach you. So over here, I have a very private community. Okay, I have a private community here. As you can tell, it only has 88 people right here. I have a very private community, and in this community, right? So you get a ton of stuff, right? And this is where I'm going to teach you. Okay, so you get a community dashboard where you can make posts like this. You can ask me questions. I can give you advice. You can see here I reply to literally every single student whenever they ask me a question, all this kind of stuff. So if you have a question, you can ask me. You can personally mentor me. You get direct access to me one-on-one. You can make posts giving advice. I make posts giving advice here. So you get the community dashboard here in my community. And then the best part about it is you also get all these courses here, right? So you get two courses. You get a course here. You get actually all these courses here on different business models, right? If you want to do a different business model, but I recommend you just do this business model alone. But on this business model alone, you get two full courses, right? Like 3 hour long full guides. This video was like 40 minutes long, and look at how much information I provided to you. Okay, imagine on like 5-6 hours of full guides, right? It's going to give you every step you need to know. So you get these two full courses here. You can see you get hundreds of videos right here. All these videos are like 30 minutes long, 30 minutes long, 30 minutes long. I mean, it's insane how much value I'm giving you. So this you get this course, which is going to show you how to set up your whole business model. So how to set up your newsletter, how to set up, your Instagram page, how to set up all this different stuff. And then over here, I made another course which is specifically just about Instagram. So this course right here is just specifically, it teaches you exactly how to edit the videos, teaches you the secrets to going viral on Instagram. And so basically all you have to do is set up your business model here and then just go viral on Instagram and pump traffic. So you get the community, you get the classes, and then you even get live calls with me. So you get 2 live calls every single week with me where you can ask me any questions you want. You can talk to me one-on-one. I can help you. I can give you personal advice. And then you also get a DMer, right? So you can go in here and you can DM me. You can personally chat with me, ask me any questions you have. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to personally mentor you one-on-one, right? And this works insanely well, right? You can see right here, people are already making, for example, this guy, right? Boom, $100 in a single day, right? The amount which people are making with this business model in my community. I'll just show you a video here of some of the students in my community. Let's just watch this video real quick. You get the point, right? There's hundreds of, tens of students, tons of students making money in my community. And the reason is because they get direct access to me and they get direct access to those full courses. Those full courses will show you step by step what you need to do. And like I was explaining you earlier in the video, right? The reason you're not making money right now, the reason you haven't made money yet is not because, it's not because you're lazy or you're not smart enough or you just can't make money. It's because you're doing the wrong business model, right? This is a correct business model, which not only works for me, but like I showed you earlier, right? It works for hundreds of my students, right? It works for all my students who are making money like this, right? 2,000 within a month, 1,000 within a month. This person, Victoria, I showed you earlier, she went on and made about 20,000 in a month. You can do this at any age, right? I'm only 17 years old, right? Not even 18 yet. You can just look at all the money that people are making, right? So if you want to miss out on another opportunity, right? You missed out on Bitcoin in 2013. You missed out on drop shipping in 2016 when you could actually make money from it. Don't miss out on Instagram theme pages now in 2024. This is the business model which is going to make you $10,000 a month, which is going to retire your parents. And I can guarantee you, if you follow my guides, I can guarantee you, you will make at least $2,000 within your first 30 days of doing it. So if you want to go and learn, I'm going to show you how you can access my community. So you can check the link in the description, but YouTube is being a little iffy with my account right now. They're not letting me put a link in the description. So check to see. There might be a link in the description because they might have changed it. So I might have a link in the description. So first, check the link in the description and see if it's there. Actually, no, check the link in the description. But just so you know, the link in the description, you're going to have to let me show you here. So let's say this was the link, right? Sorry about this, bear with me. But this is going to be the link to the community here, right? So I'll put this link in the description for you. But just so you know, the link is not going to be like one like this. It's not going to look like this where you can click on it because they won't let me put links there. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to actually go on the link. You're going to have to like copy it like this. You're going to have to copy and then paste it into your web browser. And if you're on a phone, you can do that as well. You can just double tap it, select it all, press copy, then go to Safari and you can go there, right? Join the group now because there's only limited spots available. And so there's limited spots available. Those spots will be running out soon. But if you want to transform your life, make $10,000 a month, retire your parents, buy your dream car like I did, right? I bought my dream car at age 17, right? I'll show you again right here. Jaguar F-Type, right? Jaguar F-Type 2018 model, right? I bought my dream car at age 17. So if you want to achieve these same results as me, if you want to finally live the life which you could live, then go copy and paste that link in the description, and I will see you on the inside.